Hey Obodo fam, show some love to Auntie B. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today. Take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.
Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening. Hey beautiful people, sorry, I'm just putting a comment there to remind people to like. Hi Obodo fam, how's everybody? Good evening, good afternoon, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are well. Thank you very much for joining me. Sorry about the delay. I slightly changed the time, moved it a bit forward because something came up that I was doing. How is everyone? I hope you are well. Very nice to see you today. Thank you very much for joining us. Please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe. December is around the corner and we are still 3,000 subscribers short. I don't know, but I believe and I'm trusting that we're going to be able to hit that 100k subscribers by Christmas. So if you know you love what we do on this channel and you support us, please ask people to subscribe, share the video. If you yourself you are watching and you gain any kind of value on this platform but you have not subscribed, ask God to forgive you and subscribe. Thank you everybody. I appreciate you guys. Please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. So the thumbs up are very, very important for people who have subscribed because that's how the algorithms suggest the videos to people who are not already subscribers so they can subscribe and watch. So tonight, what are we talking about? We want to talk tonight. I'm doing a reaction to a certain video that was trending. I don't know, maybe it's yesterday, but I saw it this morning. And I just wanted to, highlight it and draw out some lessons about that situation like we normally do. Now, this video is by Yoruba Nollywood actor or actress. Her name is Toyin. I know her as Toyin Tomato, but I think her real name, I don't know her real name to be honest. Let me find out. Sorry about that. I don't really know her real name. To be honest, I do not. But yeah, let me find out. What is her real name? I just know her from that movie. Was she the one that did that movie of Toyin Tomato? Does anybody in the channel in the comment section know her real name? If you know her real name, just put it in the comment section instead of me going to search. Thank you everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. We're going to be very concise tonight. Her real name is Toyin. She even calls herself Toyin Tomato. She calls herself Toyin Tomato. No, her name is not Shola. People are getting it wrong. That's not Shola Shobawale. Toyin Adegbola. Nikki, it was you that got it. Nikki. That's not Shola. Shola is Oba. No, Shola is different. I know Shola. Shobawale. Her real name is Toyin. Yeah, Toyin Adegbola. She's an auntie. I think she's about 63 years old. So yeah. She's one of those aunties in Nollywood, old Yoruba Nollywood actor. She's been around. They call her Tony Tomato because of the role she played in a certain movie back in the day. Now, lately, yeah, because of TikTok and social media, we are beginning to hear a lot of all these aunties. You know how we say that women are the gatekeepers? Yes. They are the gatekeepers. Yeah. She did a movie called Ashawoto Remeka. You guys know her very well. Yeah. She's been around. She's in her early 60s. I think she's 63 years old or thereabout. She was trending for this video today. So let's just get to the video. I'm not going to say too much. Let's listen. Let's listen. Let's listen to it. I'm just going to play it and interpret for the non-Yoruba speakers, and then we'll have a conversation. I mean, it's all for learning. So lately, we are seeing a lot of all these aunties giving advice about marriage. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, it's rather unfortunate to be honest that yeah, what some of us already know, some people are just finding out, is that many of these women, yeah, their idea of marriage or marriages is the reason why this generation is struggling with marriage, because of the things that they tolerated and the things that they encouraged. As a matter of fact, they didn't just only tolerate it, they encouraged the behavior. Yeah, they did encourage the behavior quite a lot. Why is this thing showing me that my... Can you guys hear me? I'm sure you can hear me because my computer is showing that I'm mute. I'm not mute though, am I? I don't think so. This thing can be very funny. Oh. Can you guys hear? I'm not mute. Why is it showing mute? Anyway, let's continue if you can hear. All right. Thank you. A lot of these aunties, man, they don't try. They don't try at all at all. But we're gonna let's listen.
ọmọbìnrin pé bó ṣe wù kọ́kọ́ ẹ ya wèrè tó má ronú pé o fẹ́ lè jáde àbò fẹ́ kó kúrò nílé ẹ̀.
She said that she advised women, that she always tells women, pé, no matter how crazy your husband is, that's literally the word she used. No matter how crazy he is, don't think of leaving him or sending him out or leaving the marriage. I'm just verbatim, I'm interpreting now. I'm not even I'm not even adding anything to it. I'm just going to tell you guys what she said, okay? So, let's continue.
torólúwẹ̀ máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ gbẹ̀yìn nígbà tọ́mọ bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan.
She said that if a woman like that should leave, she's going to end up begging. She said you're going to end up begging the man when your child is doing something. So what she means here is that if your child, if you leave a marriage because of bad behavior or whatever is going on, maybe, God forbid, you're married to a Mungu Park and you decide to leave, you will now go and beg him when your daughter, for instance, is getting married. Okay? That's what she's saying. But again, we know that's not correct because Ngozi Onwonsu, the actor, another actor like how, so you know that in that generation, they have different kinds of women, right? Some of them, like this Toyin, obviously, the Bible says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So as she's saying all these things, you know that these are the things that she has tolerated or encouraged women to tolerate. However, another actor about the same age bracket with her, I don't know how old Ngozi Nwosu is. She also is a Nollywood actor, but she acts in the English movies, right? A few years ago, her daughter got married and she did not invite the father. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. The father came out and was making noise and saying, how dare you? You collect bride price. The woman, she not even send the man. She was like, you know what? I suffered for my children. You never knew how these children grew up. I trained them. I did everything. How do you get to come and sit down, collect, and be entitled to anything? So that is what Auntie Tony is referring to. That you will go and beg that Mongo Park to come and attend their daughter's wedding. Ngozi Ezionu. Thank you very much. Ngozi, Miss Abuberry, thank you. Her surname is Ezioni, not Nwosu. Thank you. Yeah, she did it. So I'm just giving the two examples to show you that there are always different kind of personalities and different kind of characters, and you know, some women are different. We are different, yeah. It's not everybody that can take all that, yeah. Ngozi Ezioni proved that, yeah. No, you don't need to go and beg. Okay? Uh-huh. All right, let's continue.
gbà ló máa di pé wèrè kan wá ní my wife must be there, my wife will wear the same uniform with me. Ìwọ tó ti ṣe wàhálà ó sì ní single man tó fẹ́ fẹ́.
So she said that the madman will now come and say that My wife must wear the same uniform with me. It's a culture that when you are having your children's marriage, the parents always wear the same cloth, right? Hmm. So she said the madman now, which is the Mongopa, will now come and say, will now come with entitled mentality saying, my wife must wear the same cloth with me, so you have to beg him to attend. And that is after you have suffered to train your children. So she's kind of saying, if you suffer to train your children, then, you might as well. Right, let's continue.
ibòmíì tó bá lòun lọ́wọ́ náà fẹ́ lọ cheat on ẹnìkan ni jókòó sínú ilé ẹ̀.
So she said that if you leave, you're not going to find a single man to marry you. Never mind. Never mind that there are men out there that are either divorced or widows or widowers, or what they call them, widowers. Widowers. No man pay one. Widows. It's women that are widows, right? She said that you either you're not going to find a single man to marry you, and you now go and start dating a married man. All right?
kàn máa ní ẹjọ́ sà ẹ ṣáàjọ ẹ ṣáà máa protect ara yín. mo ní ọ̀rẹ́ tí.
So she said, instead of you to be, to contemplate maybe leaving, that just be begging him. Be telling him, please, sir, just protect yourself. So tell your husband to please protect himself when he's cheating on you. Okay? So she now went on to tell us about her friend who lives in the diaspora.
mo mọ̀ tọ́kọ ẹ̀ bá ń bọ̀ nàìjíríà ó máa gbé páálí condom báyìí lọ́wọ́ ni. tí bọ̀dá yẹn bá ti wá dé á wá pè mí yeye ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ wo tó gbé fún mi ṣé o ti rí èmi ò nílò èyí tó fẹ́ kó bá ló ń wá mò ń lọ ra tèmi.
So she said that she has a friend who lives in the diaspora, and whenever the husband is traveling to Nigeria, she normally goes to buy a big pack of condoms for him to use in Nigeria. That the man will now get to Nigeria and call her and say, yeah, look what your friend gave me. What kind of nonsense is it? Why is he giving me this? She's trying to implicate me. That she's giving me condoms. I'm not going to use them. But when I first saw this video, I thought she was going to say the man said, I'm not going to sleep with anybody. But she felt my hand. She said that the man said he's going to buy his own condom. Now off me. He really off me. Because when she was narrating the story of her friend that buys condom for the husband to go to Nigeria, I thought the man was going to say, can you imagine what your friend is doing? Why is your friend giving me condom? This is not what I'm here for. I'm a responsible man. I didn't come to Nigeria to do shit, no. I'm not sleeping around. I don't need it, please. But she ended that story by saying that after all that holy anger that the Uncle Mongo Park was presenting, he now said to Yeye that Yeye, see what your friend did. She's trying to implicate me. I'm not using this condom. Leave this condom. I'm going to buy my own condom to use. That is the moral of that story.
Love smart. Ṣé kò ní bóbìnrin sùn ni? Ṣé obìnrin lè máa bọ̀ Nàìjíríà kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ ra condom kó gbélé lọ́wọ́?
So she's now saying that will he not sleep with women? He will sleep with women. That can a woman be going to Nigeria and the wife and the husband will buy condoms to give her? So I mean, it's normal, it's acceptable. Let's encourage it. After all, he's protecting himself, right? That's the justification that the wife has. Her friend, who is the wife of this Uncle Mongo Park, that's the justification.
Yàtọ̀ tó wà ní ọkùnrin. So òun máa sọ pé I ní equal rights, and I will continue to say this. Torí náà ẹ̀yin.
She said that she will continue to say that men and women don't have equal rights in marriage. Okay? So the men have privileges that women don't have. Men can cheat and do whatever they like, but women, you're a shock absorber. Okay? You can absorb anything. And many of you know that Dr. Mrs. Lawson, on you and on Instagram. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Today is not cruise day, but I've decided to just do it this way because me only work para. I can't come and see this live. I already have one sister that died because of emotional abuse. So okay, tell me. I'm going to talk about it in a minute because what she's trying to say is that as long as it's not physical abuse, that you should stay. That is only physical abuse that she will encourage people to leave. That cheating is nothing. Just buy him condom, let him go to Nigeria and enjoy himself. That is the point she's making. That men and women don't have the same rights. Okay.
ọkùnrin ẹ gbà wá ní àgbélébù yín ẹrú wa bí àkọ́bí yín àwa náà ti fẹ́ yín a ti máa ń rí yín bí àkọ́bí wa torọkùnrin bọ́n ṣe gbọ́n tó wọ́n gọ̀.
She said that, it's that same line that they always use. Yoruba people like using that word. They are our husbands are our children. Never mind that he's 15 years older than me. He's still, after all, I'm breastfeeding him, so it's my child. Yes, our husbands. They are all our children. So we accept them as children and nurture them like baby. You know about how baby is. You have to nurture baby. You cannot be too harsh on baby. So we breastfeed them and nurture them like babies. So we've accepted them. Because as you see them, so all these men that you see, so they are not wise, oh. They are not wise. It's not me that said that, oh. That's what Auntie Toto, that's what she said. So I want you to please pay attention to that part where she said, women are very, very smart. Like, women are, it's not even smart, that is the word. Women can be very conniving, deceptive. And it is only what we women want you guys to see that you will see. Anything that we don't want you to see, you're not gonna see it. You're wasting your time because we are very, 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 very conniving. And the example I usually make is that why do you think that in the Garden of Eden, according to what we read in the in the Bible, why did the serpent not go to Adam? Went to Eve because he knows that once he can win with Eve, Adam to fall. Adam, just carry apple say, take Jare, chop. According to Bakasi. Bakasi said that after Eve, it's Eve that first ate the apple. So Eve was the one that first gained that knowledge that way. I say we are not wearing clothes. We are just walking around like this with all our bodies open like this. So Eve was the first one that noticed that she got that wisdom before she ate first. And so when Adam was coming, he was saying, look at this man. You're just walking around like this and, things are just throwing up and down. Come here, Jare, eat and open your eye. And just gave him. He just ate. That's what Bakasi said. Yeah, women are mischievous. Yeah, whatever adjective you want to use. Yeah, that's what she said. She said that it is what we women want you men to know that you will know.
láàárín àwa àtàwọn ọmọ wa ń tá bá fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ lẹ́ máa mọ̀.
I wonder what she meant by that. She said, between us and our children, it is only what we want you men to know that you will know. I wonder what she meant by that too. Because to me, that is quite deep. What's she trying to say? Guys, what do you think Auntie Toto is trying to say? She said, between us and our children, it's only what we want the uncles to know that they will know. I don't know what she meant there. Maybe you guys can tell me. Okay.
torí náà èmi náà fọwọ́ sí joint account àmọ́ mo fọwọ́ sí pé tọkùnrin ẹ máa ń sọ fún obìnrin pé bó ṣe wù kọ́kọ́ ẹ ya wèrè tó má ronú pé o fẹ́ lè jáde.
So she ended it by saying that she does not support joint accounts. I'm sure the video is longer. I didn't bother to watch the long video. There's no need. I already know what she's going to say. She said it. So now, what do you think she meant by it is only what we want as women? We want you men to know that you will know. So I posted it on my Instagram page today and I said, brothers, because a lot of people were hailing her. Yeah, you will not listen now. All these Gen Z, all these millennials, all these feminists, you will not listen. Auntie Toto is giving you good advice. You are not listening. So I posted it on my Instagram and I laughed and I said, brothers, uncles, hey yeah, hey yeah. See, I feel sorry for you as a man when you are openly cheating as a married man. Your wife knows, everybody knows, and she doesn't say anything. She's looking at you like this. You go and come, you eat, you sleep, and you feel safe and secure in that house. Hey, yeah. I feel very, very sorry for you, because a woman that can be watching you knowingly, or even going to buy condoms for you to take to Nigeria to go and do adultery, she's a very dangerous person, honestly. So a lot of men, Nigerian men, will see it, she's a good wife. So the more you can tolerate nonsense, the better they think you are as a wife material. But I'm going to prove it to you today that is a very, very wrong, is a misconception. Okay, I started making examples with Bibeli Mimo. So let's continue with the Bible. Thank you very much, guys. Give us a thumbs up. We learned in the Bible that God is a jealous God. If you serve God, like the Christian God that we serve, and you serve another God or oracle, that God is jealous. God says he's very, very jealous. So I'm reflecting on myself. How can God be jealous? That means God doesn't want anybody that is serving him to serve another God. Okay, let's use the example of Abraham. When God told Abraham that he was going to have a child, and again, women, my gender, Sarah decided that I can't wait. After all, I'm old. Her slave, she decided to give the slave girl to her husband. And the minute the baby was born, what did Sarah do? Sarah did not want to see that woman anymore. As a matter of fact, we read in Genesis that she sent the woman packing with the child. It was even is God that sent angels to go and attend to the woman. So it goes to show you that nobody wants to share. Men don't want to share. Women certainly do not want to share. Òrìṣà jẹ́ ń pé méjì obìnrin ò dénú. Yoruba proverb. No, if you love something, you love somebody, you are jealous of them. Anybody that is not jealous over you, that person is dangerous. So I'm not saying the kind of jealousy that they'll start fighting every day. I just mean the kind of jealousy that is protective in a way that they want you to themselves alone. And that's why you see men they can't stand cheating. Like if a woman cheats on them, it's a deal breaker for life, especially if other people know. Someone told me a while ago that some women cheat and their husband know, but they don't leave the marriage as long as nobody knows. But once any of their friends know, the humiliation is usually too much for them. So they can't take it. They will leave the marriage. So what am I trying to say? My point is that you see all these aunties here, the reason why they talk like this with confidence is because I'm not even going to beat about the bush in saying that a lot of them were cheating as well as their husbands. Yeah. These aunties, a lot of them were some validating other men. Yes. You see this DNA fraud, paternity fraud that we're talking about. It's not today it started, though. Tikpe. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Okay, I'll show you something now if you don't believe me. I know a lot of you, some of you are very skeptical, but it's fine. We have evidence. We are here. We are people of evidence. So let me show you. MK Abiola, one of the most richest men in Nigeria, if not the very richest man in Nigeria, when I was growing up, these are the billionaires that lived before social media, before mobile phone in Nigeria. It was only when we used to have landline, there was no mobile. Obasanjo just gave us a mobile phone. And I think Abiola had died that time, before that time. Yeah. Anyway, MKO Abiola was very rich. And you know, wherever there's money, women used to. Women are like, when they see money, it's like honey and bee situation. Where there's honey, you see bees. That is how women and money are. So all these women were around MKO because of money. And he ended up with 40 wives. He was a polygamous man. He was a Muslim, a Yoruba man. And they said he had 103 children. But, ladies and gentlemen of the Obodo farm, I tell you with all sincerity and with all evidence that MK Abiola's son told us about a few months ago that they decided to run a DNA test on all 103 children. Guess how many belong to him? 55. 55! Only 55. The rest were bastards. You think you are wise. Oh, Ola, where is that your soundbite? You think you are wise. So, what does that prove to you? You see that thing I just told you that time, pay all those aunties. Jesus Christ. They will say that they will stay in the marriage. After all, where am I going to go? My children. I'm sitting with my children. They are sleeping around. So the point I'm trying to make, brothers, any woman that watches you cheating around and they are buying condom to give you, they are also knocking around. That's just the truth. They are knocking around. They have their own side D somewhere. So if you go to Nigeria with that pack of condom, you two, you go and be spending money and be carrying small girls. You just call her bobo. Don't mind that foolish person, Jare. That foolish man is gone. Come, Jare. Yes. That is what is going on. So don't feel too happy with this kind of advice that somebody is telling you, would you not sleep around? They too are sleeping around. They are. If we look all these our uncles in Nigeria today, if we make DNA mandatory, they should go and do DNA. Mewa shele. Something will happen. Because a lot of them, actually, I saw a report that said that most of the firstborns, that a company did a survey and said that most of the firstborn DNA company, they said they don't belong to their papa. There was no DNA then. Look at MK Abiola. They gave him 103 children. After DNA, 55. So 45 children. Abi, how many? It's not his own. Somebody put the number there just now for me. How many children did not belong to MKO? Over 40 children. Do you know that he claimed those children? He raised them, gave them his name, paid their school fees. He was responsible. Because how can you prove? Once you knock her once, she said, I'm not you. That's it. You do it, come on. 48. As a matter of fact, when I was in uni in Nigeria, Obafemi Awolowo University, Great Ife, my roommate was neighbors with MKO. Do you know what she told me? She told me that MKO's first wife, you know, they always have the struggle wife, the one that married them before they made money. That she was the one that was doing the DNA. Oju DNA is she's the one that does the DNA because MKO has these pointy ears like F, you know, F, all these Fs that we see on TV. His ears are shooting up like this. So that my friend told me that whenever MKO bring home a baby mama or any woman say, that they've had a baby for him, Great Ife, Poja, I can see you. That the first wife will go there and look at the ear. She'll just look at the ear and say, okay, this one is Baba's child. Rabbit ear. And she's the one that will, you know how she used to determine? Is by ear. That's what I heard. No wonder he ended up 103. So, my point tonight is that, uncle, a woman that loves you, that cares about you, will be jealous. She will not sit down and say, she be your man. You are a man. You can go to Nigeria. I will give you condom. And you are comfortable. You think your life is safe. Yeah. You are not safe. We are, as humans, jealous over what we love. And that's why God is also jealous over us, because he loves us. So he doesn't want us to worship idols. He doesn't want to worship any other God but him. It's the same thing. Love is a very, very strong emotion. And when you love someone and that person decide that you are not good enough. Oh, before, I'm sharing my link in the comment section if someone wants to jump in. I mean, what do you say about my analysis about what all these aunties have been saying? We are one baba one, I want mama one, we have to nurture them, they have to breastfeed them. I hate to say this, but it's true. A lot of those aunties, they were cheating right, left, and center. See now, MKO. How many women had children for him that were not? They ended up not being his children. These aunties, a lot of them were cheating. They were sleeping around, and that is why they didn't mind if their husbands was cheating around. They had a lot. It's just the only difference is that they were hiding their own. They were doing it codedly, and it's only a woman that can hide cheating in a way that you will not find out. Nobody's going to find out because women are very, very careful. We pay attention to details. So when they've gone to do their own, they will come home, they'll be looking at him, look at him. They'll be looking at him in their mind and say, look, you think you are wise. You think you are wise. If they born you well, go and do DNA. Just go and do DNA. Go and test all your children and see whether you are the owner of the children or not. It's then you will know that all these people that are making excuses and saying, don't allow the man to do whatever he like. They don't like you. Oh. They want them to give you bastards. I'm sorry. They don't. It's not good advice for you, brothers. So when you hear a woman like this talking, don't celebrate. Don't be happy. No, you are not. You are wise. You can't be wiser than Eve. Eve gave the apple to Adam. So it's bad advice. It's bad advice. They cheated with all sorts. Drivers, name it, imams, they are whatever, pastors, anything. They cheated too. They cheated too. That's why. Any woman that loves you, they won't be able to take it. So if you see a woman that is saying, if you cheat or whatever, you move in any kind of way, and they don't like it, and they are angry, and they're fighting, and they don't tolerate it, you better thank God. It means that she cares. She likes you. She actually wants you. But if they don't care anymore, that is when you should be worried. They will see you going and they know you're going to be with another woman, and they will look away. Uncle, if I were you, I would be very worried for my safety. I'll be very, very worried because it's not safe. It's not safe for you. DNA fraud will continue. Ilo said, as long as paternity, let me see what she said. As far as polygamy is encouraged, DNA fraud will continue, of course. Yeah, DNA fraud is not today. Oh, you see Abiola's own. So all those are our uncles and our fathers that you think that you are James Bond. Man, Baba, you are Ronaldo. You are Ronaldo. You are just scoring. It's not you that scored it. They scored it and brought it to you. You just top up. You think you are the one that scored. Oh yeah, go and do DNA. Just go. Some uncles, if they try to do DNA, hey, heart attack ni. Unlobade. Yeah. Let's just line up a group of people and say, oh yeah, let's test out the children and see who is who, like the Abiola family did. And let me tell you the reason why I suspect that the Abiola family did that. Because the man was very wealthy. Probably they want to know, so that when they start sharing the Ogun, when they start sharing the estate, they will know who actually deserves to get it. So that was a really smart move. They didn't do it when the father was alive. It was after the father, died that they did it. 103 children, only 55. So what are we talking about? Eh? Victoria said, if we ever do DNA in Nigeria, a lot of people will be shocked to know that who they thought was their father is not their father. Yeah. Yeah. So don't rejoice when somebody is promoting this kind of very bad behavior, promiscuity, adultery, basically. And let me say this: cheating is abuse. Yes. Because she was saying that she posted it on her page and she was like, as long as he's not beating you, if he's not beating you, stay. No, it's abuse. People go crazy, they lose their mind, they lose their sanity, they have bipolar, whatever kind of disorder because of cheating. So don't buy, be careful the kind of all this. There's a lot of advisors on the internet, on Ambassador internet these days. Oh. All these mothers, nah, they didn't do well. Oh, shit, dada. I'm going to take some calls, then I'll tell you the story of the first time I realized that. Because growing up, me, I never knew that women can cheat. I'll tell you the story in a minute. The first time I saw a woman cheating, I will give you the story. Ify, hi, welcome. How are you?
Good evening, Auntie B. How are you?
Good, darling.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you, and thank you for bringing awareness, to to women. Um, this is a conversation that I have every time with my friends,
Yeah.
and I always conclude to them that look, all these men going about cheating, they were brought up by women. If you don't want your child as a man, because sometimes I'm thinking to myself, do we blame the man for cheating or do we blame the man's upbringing? And in my mind, I'm like, okay, there are times where, a woman has brought up in our mind, a well-behaved child, right? You don't expect your child to cheat on his wife. And that's what you feel you've brought up. But because you've accepted it, that child, your son, has seen you accepting it and they feel it's okay. So even though you've told them differently, like don't cheat on your wife, etc., but because they've seen you accept it, to them they feel it's okay.
Yeah.
That was my first conclusion. That was
Yeah.
number one.
Mhm.
Number two is basically, as a woman, is to them they give men the pass. You're a man, you can do whatever you want to do. It's a man's world.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, women are the perpetrators of this behavior. This thing really gets deep into my soul because I have a lot of, male friends, and most of them cheat on their wife. And some of them, I don't even talk to them anymore because I'm like, you shouldn't be doing this. Obviously, some of their wives have decided they're not leaving because we die here. But Auntie B, I always say, I'm divorced now, but I always say when I was married, if you cheat, I'm leaving. There were four things I always said I couldn't tolerate. If you ever lay your hands on me, that's a deal breaker. If you cheat, I'm leaving. If you ever disrespect my parents, I can't tolerate that. And there was one more thing I said that I would leave. If you ever, people that go around and go to babalawos and whatever, those were my four deal breakers. And obviously, one of that happened, and that's why we're where we are today.
Right.
But my conclusion is, Auntie B, it is women that are allowing this to happen. There is I've looked far and wide for other excuses. You as a woman, if you ever cheat, best believe that man is packing his bags and leaving. So I'm always saying to women, give the same energy the men are giving you. Give the same energy the men are giving you. Mothers needs to do better. I'm telling you, mothers, they need to do better. And I'll give you an example. The issue that happened in my marriage, when it happened, my mother was telling me, oh, it happens. Let me tell you one thing, Auntie B. This is what they said. Kò síbi tá a ti ń kó adìyẹ alẹ́. Ibi tá a kò ti ń kó ó pọ̀ jù. I don't know if you've ever heard that adage.
No, I haven't. Say it again.
Kò sí ibi tí a ti kí ń kó adìyẹ alẹ́. Ibì kan kàn pọ̀ ju ibì kan lọ ni. I said, stop it. I don't want to ever kó adìyẹ alẹ́. I said, don't lob me in with them. I'm not accepting it. I will not. I've said I'm not accepting it. I will not accept it. It's just women are tolerating nonsense. So for women that want to tolerate nonsense, that's up to you. Keep doing it, but stop advising other people to tolerate it.
Can you imagine buying condoms for your husband?
Oh, Auntie B.
I mean, where does your mind have to be for you to go to a pharmacy and say, can I have a pack of condoms, please?
I know a friend of a friend that does that, Auntie B. And all she says it, oh, it comes back home to me. As long as it comes back home to me. And I'm just like, what if you did the same thing? What would happen? Women are the one perpetrating this. I can't, honestly, there is nothing more I can say. I've got 3 young boys.
He may be coming home back to her. Of course, he will come back because Mango back and people who cheat don't want their wives to leave. They never want their wife to leave. But you know what it does? It just chips her off slowly. She'll be chipping up. She won't know. She won't recognize it. You know, she thinks, you know, he's coming back to her, but her self-esteem, her self-worth will away gradually. Gradually, her mental health will be suffering. She might
100%.
look together outside. She might look like, oh, she's all right, she's pretending and everything. But I tell you, inside, she's dying.
100%. 100%. And I was going to say to you, I've got 3 young boys. My oldest is 13. And I say to my son every time, I say to him, I say, it's never acceptable. I know he's still too young. We've still got maybe about 20 years before, you know, he gets married. And I say, it's never acceptable for you to cheat on your wife. And he says, Mommy, and there was an instant that, you know, he was going out with his friend and his friend's girlfriend. His friend is white. So, you know, they can have girlfriends at that age, but not here. And I said, oh, why are you guys going out with her? And he made a statement, was like, Mom, you know, he's my friend's girlfriend. I'm not going to move to her. And in my mind, I was like, okay, this, you know, my son is understanding the values and the morals of the world as I want him to understand it. Cheating is never acceptable. And I say it over and over and over again in my house. I know they're still very young, but I drum it into their ears like every single day. I'm a mother. I would never want my daughters, my future daughter-in-laws, which I believe they will be my daughters by God's grace. I would never, ever want them to go through that, ever. I've seen a lot of people around me go through that, women, and they don't leave. They don't leave, they stay. And like you said, it chips away at them, little by little.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
They might not know it, but it does. It does.
Yeah. It's just, I honestly, my conclusion is women are the one perpetrating this thing. If women, you know, if they stand up for themselves, I'm not tolerating that. That it wouldn't happen, or it would happen so sparingly. But that's my contribution. But this woman, and like you said, I really, really agree with you on you know, most of the aunties, they did a lot of that. So I come from a family where apparently you're not allowed to cheat, because if you cheat, a child is gonna die or whatever, you know, all this stuff.
That's what they say. But it's still cheating.
Is it true, though, Auntie B? Is it true?
It's BS. They use it. Are you Yoruba?
Yes, I am. Yes, yeah.
You have an Igbo name. Now let me tell you this. So where I come from in Nigeria is the same thing, because culture is a tool that, you know, a patriarchy society, every patriarchy society have the tools that they use to keep women in place, or keep women to follow whatever our generations past have been doing. And
Mm.
usually tradition and culture is one of the tools that patriarchy uses. So they will tell a woman, you can't cheat on your husband. If you cheat on your husband, your son or your child will die. And
Mm.
they know. And I'm talking about all women know, including the ones in polygamous marriages. And they know that for most women, it is their children that brings them the greatest joy.
Mm.
So if that has been sown into you as a woman, you will say no, never, I will never do it because my child is the only thing I have. Probably, especially if you are enjoying them, if you are in a very bad marriage whereby there's nothing and you're very unhappy, then you want to protect your children. This is what they use to keep women from cheating because again, as much as these men cheat, the ones that are polygamous, they don't want to be cheated on by
That's
those
true.
women.
That's true. That's
So
true.
yeah.
Because that's what my grandma used to say when we were young. Like, even when you get married, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that because this is what's going to happen. And I can remember when we were growing up, my mother made us watch Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
And she was like, if you cheat, this is what happens. This is
Why do
what
you
happens.
think?
Like,
Why do you think the circumcision of women (FGM)? Why do you think they do it? It's one of the
yeah,
reasons. This is one
yeah.
of the reasons. FGM is one of the reasons as well. Is to everything that they've done. If you look at the history of all this culture and tradition about, is always to suppress um what's the word I want to use? It's not women cannot be is it sexuality. It's to
Mm.
suppress your sexuality so that you don't enjoy kerewa, you don't want to participate in it, and they will also tell you that it's only to have children.
But
So
then why are then but then the men are still going out? It's
yeah, no, men can enjoy it, but you as a woman, you're not supposed to enjoy it
life no balance. This
at
life is not.
all.
Seriously, I'm like women. It's time for us to stand and fight. And I'm not even saying that because again, I haven't got a girl child yet. But I'm saying that in all fairness because everyone deserves equal opportunity, whether you're a man or you're a woman. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So
Yeah.
women, please, your self worth is. Oh, I don't even know what to say. I
Thank
have a friend, and I was gonna say Auntie B, I have a friend that is actually currently going through this. But obviously, I'm the kind of person I can't advise you to pack
Mhm,
your bags and
mhm,
leave. That's
mhm.
not me, and I
Yeah,
can't advise you to stay. But what
yeah,
I'm just doing is I'm encouraging her. But in my mind, I'm like, because if she had done that, she would be out of that door within
mhm,
2 minutes.
yeah.
But it's just it baffles me. It baffles me. But thank you so much, Auntie B, for creating this awareness. And the other one that I saw was that woman that was saying, take it at the chest. If your husband cheats, you're his prayer warrior or something like that.
You say that it's a sickness, you pray it out of him. You have
Yeah,
to scream.
yeah. All these aunties, they just
You
need to
see,
go sit down
they give
somewhere.
all the enjoyment to the men, and we women have to do the work of. You are the one that enjoy. Why should I be praying for you when you are enjoying? You are enjoying.
Exactly. I think all these aunties, they just need to go sit down somewhere. They've done their time. It's time
We
for
need to
us to,
ban them. We need to ban them from social media. Honestly, they are not
yes.
helping us. They are not helping us.
So
We need
if
to ban them.
anyone, if that's your auntie, go take the phone away from them, please. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for all you do, Auntie B. Thank you and have a
Thank you,
good evening.
darling.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Ify. I appreciate you, my darling. So yeah, they will tell you to pray. You know you're supposed to pray? It's your child. It's your child. You see, this thing, you guys don't even know. It's gonna get worse. I keep saying it. It's gonna get worse because there's so much wrong that has happened in this so-called union called marriage in our society, in our continent, that this generation are not in for that. Our children's generation, it will take another generation to correct all the ills of the past. And that is why you see now, nobody send anybody. You do if you do anyhow. That's why you see all these Mongo Park running up and down crying on social media. He kicked me out. She turned me out. Because these days, women can't take it. Nobody can take it because they'll rather you. They'll say, "I would rather have my peace." Marriage is not a passport to heaven. Instead of me to buy every day, quarreling. Either I buy you or you buy me. It's better for us to have peace. So yeah, there's a lot of wrongs that needs to be corrected. See, marriage is not compulsory. That's what me I tell people. You don't need to get married. It's okay. And you see, incidentally, it's the same aunties and all these our mummies that pressure their sons and daughters to get married. Yeah? They'll be pressuring them to get married. But you're not teaching them or giving them the right tools for this marriage that you will sending them into. So you send them into marriage and then you give them bad advice. So a lot is going on that is wrong. But women, this generation, fake back. No agree, no agree. Okay, let's move on very quickly. Alima, hi darling, welcome.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. Alima,
Okay.
are you there?
Yes. I'm here.
Okay, welcome.
Okay. Thank you. So I actually will not talk so much about the cheating aspect because I'm just so sick and tired of all this, all these mothers coming out and saying, oh, pray for him when he cheats. All this, sometimes when I'm talking to my husband will be like, sometimes you don't talk like a married woman. You cannot, I'm not into all these marriage is by force, by fire. Me, I don't take marriage like that. That's why sometimes when you're saying you said something about maybe advising people about marriage. I don't advise you, that's your problem. Whatever you want to do is your problem. But I'm
Mhm.
coming from the aspect of where she said when is the time for the wedding, the man will come and one thing we do one thing.
She said you go and beg him, that you go and beg him to come.
My my mom, I never experienced, between me and my mom and my dad, I never experienced the cheating aspect, but my mom was the breadwinner of the home, so she was the one that did practically everything for us. My dad became, very laid back. He was just sitting down sometimes, to the point where sometimes I'll be like, Dad, can you just find somewhere to just leave the house, because the way you're even sitting down at home safe is annoying to me, not to talk of the woman that you marry in the house. Just find somewhere to go. So when my mom passed, before my mom passed, I used to advise her. At the point, I would advise her, Mom, can you leave daddy? Can you guys just separate so that you can be happy? Because at the point I was seeing that she was no longer happy. Both of them were in the marriage, but they were not happy. So I used to advise her before I got married. I would be like, can you leave? She'd be, no, when our last born gets married, our last born got married, Mommy, can you leave? She'd be, no. Because I knew that she was working. She was, working Ministry of Agri. But because she did not have support, she was the one doing everything and she could not take care of her health. So at the end of the day, we found out she had cancer and it was already stage 4. She passed.
Oh, I'm
So
so sorry.
uh, that was about 5 years ago now. So when
Hmm.
she passed, at that point, I was married. My sister was married, but we did the court wedding before we traveled out of Nigeria. So what I'm trying to drive at is when it was, after we've come abroad and everything, my dad started saying, it's time for us to do the traditional marriage and everything. And I just one day told my dad that if I want to do traditional marriage, I'm doing it because of my mom. I'm not doing traditional marriage because of you. Yes, my dad was in the house. I see him that he's in the house. But it was not someone I would say I'm looking up to, like, I want my husband to be like this. So
Mm-hmm.
the way I am now, I have little tolerance to, men just doing anyhow. You think you can just do anyhow and you just be
Mm-hmm.
living life anyhow. I have very little tolerance. Even my husband sometimes used to say, sometimes I used to feel like I'm leaving home and I'm staying with a man. Now you sabi, other one does not concern me, but my tolerance for you just there,
Bad
just doing
behavior.
any bad behavior is
Mm.
very low,
Low.
very,
Mm.
very low because of what I saw growing up. So all
Right.
the woman was saying, you will go and beg the man to beg which man? Is it
That's
am I
why.
not the one that is
That's
doing the
why I use
wedding?
the example of Ugozi Ezionu.
Yeah.
Ugozi did not invite her children's father to the marriage.
Yeah,
She did
I
not.
actually told my dad when he said it. He said it that your sister, you and your sister, you are the two girls. Your brother did. I said my brother did it because my dad was alive. Oh. If my mom was alive, if my mom was not alive, I'm very very sure he will not be doing party because I don't understand why we will do party because of you. So I
Mm,
told him straight, I'm not doing anything. You can go and write your list, whatever list and all those things. But that I'm going to do party because of you. You have to rethink that one. Just write your list. I'll give it to my husband. Whatsoever everything amounts to, then we'll give it to you. But we wanted to do, the engagement, the traditional. We wanted to do it because of our mom, because she was
mm.
the one that did everything and all. But
Yeah.
you
She paid
thinking,
paid for everything, worked hard, and ended
yes,
up not even living to enjoy
nothing,
the
you
fruits of her
understand?
labor.
So now you are telling me,
Mm.
oh, we did not. You better just manage whatsoever you are seeing. So I don't believe I don't believe in you have to always accept whatsoever someone is doing to you. If you can't take it, you have to talk out. All this one you are buying condom. I don't know what you are feeling to be buying condom for a man. I don't
Mm.
understand that
Mm.
logic. Your husband
Child.
is cheating. They say pray.
Eh.
I've not prayed for myself. I will not be praying for a man that is cheating. I don't
Some
even
women,
understand
some
that one.
women, some women, they have the grace, Sha. They have the grace.
I
I
don't
don't
understand
know.
that.
Those women, I need to, please, if you are that kind of woman, I want you, I like to have a conversation
Yes, let
because I want
somebody
to know
know
where
what
your
is in
mind
their head.
is.
Yes.
Because somebody like me, I don't know how that is humanly possible for
Yes.
somebody like me.
Yes, to me, I actually
It
don't
can
know.
never happen.
You are traveling
Never.
and buying condom for you. You are treating and
Condom,
praying for you. I've
kini.
not even prayed normal prayer. I'll not be praying against a foreign woman that you went to meet yourself. And I don't believe in all this one that say they use juju. If you did not work out to where juju is, why juju no catch me? You work out to where juju is, juju catch you. So I don't believe in and one foreign woman is about to take your home. Which home? There is no longer home. So I don't know what you are fighting for. So that's why when it comes to cheating, sometimes like this woman, this Tony Adegbola, when she was saying, I saw it, but immediately I saw that she was talking ọkùnrin. I just swipe away. I beg all this una ọkùnrin, una no they talk anything again ọkùnrin. I beg
Uh,
just carry una wahala because I
I
know
know
this
they
want to
they
do
too were
around
they
you.
too were out there. They know, especially all these actresses. They were out there. All of them
I don't even
they were
think
sleeping
she's
around.
still
They knew
married.
it.
I'm not sure she's still
Uh,
married. So I don't know
I
why
beg you.
she's
Some of these
so
women that talk like this, they were sleeping with their friends' husband.
yes. Mm-hmm. I know so many people.
So
I'm abroad
don't
now.
think that they are saying to because they are
Mm-hmm.
older women now, or they are older people. You think they are saying lie,
Mm-hmm.
lie, lori,
I know a friend of a friend that the father is in the US here wanted to file for her. This is not somebody that will say the mother is not Gen Z, or the mother is mama. They wanted to file for this
if
girl.
you know
They
what
say,
some of those this all these mothers did, all these
oh,
aunties, if you know what they did, they were by you
they
go fear.
wanted to do DNA
Hmm.
for this girl. That's how they found out that the
Uh-huh.
man is not the father of the girl.
Number two, what did
He's
I
not
say?
the funniest part. The man is not the father of not the firstborn. No, the man is the father of. Maybe they used to say his firstborn. This
Uh,
girl is middle child. So what
uh-huh,
happened
uh-huh,
within that middle child? What did you go and do?
uh.
The DNA came out that the man is not the father. So all
Hmm.
these story about
I
you
said
have to
they
do
were
party for
out
man.
there. Trust what I'm telling you. Look, until they start preaching faithfulness in marriage, any
Yes.
man that has honor, he calls himself a man of prestige. Like we have our lad as a man of prestige here.
Mm.
He will tell you that playing around there has
Yes.
consequences.
Consequences. Yes.
It has consequences because
Mm-hmm.
women are not fools. That woman is not a fool. She's looking at you, but she's looking for a way to delete you. I'm
Yes.
telling you. It's not only when you are not alive. Oh, do you know? Let me tell you something, Alima, before you go.
Yeah.
I've heard this in a woman that frustrated her husband financially, spiritually, because of cheating.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Shebi, it's because you have money. That's why women are running after you in Nigeria. Victoria, thank you so much for the super chat. So she went and did whatever she was doing spiritually, juju, because the guy had some change. And the guy just went like this. Brrr. You
Down.
know, it's easy to
Mm-hmm.
destroy. The devil
Yes.
has to destroy is very easy. Doing
Very
it is
easy.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
This man that used to have money,
Mm.
became all his businesses, everything collapsed.
Crumbled.
She said, we'll sit down and be looking at each other.
Agree. But my problem, like you always say, that women are the gatekeeper for all these people. I don't like the fact that women pretend too much. We pretend too much. If you can't accept it, open your mouth and say, I can't take this. Like I said, my husband used to believe that sometimes you always talk like you are not a married woman. I don't, whatsoever you like, you say. If I cannot take it, I cannot take it. I'll open my mouth and tell you I can't take it. I don't like all the pretense that it will not get to the point where you will not be so frustrated. You have to go and do, you will not be rich. If you can't take
Yeah.
it, let
Yeah.
let everybody go. And I used to say something. I don't even like the way marriage is nowadays. I don't like it. The man is just doing anyhow. The woman too is doing anyhow. To me, the institution of marriage is no longer there, because everybody just keeps, this one is bringing child home, that one is bringing child home. If there's, let them come and cancel marriage. Let everybody just be living their life.
Abi,
Let,
like Oyibo style.
yeah, let everybody just be living their life. You are not
Oh,
committed to anybody.
yeah.
You are just living. Then men too, stop getting married if you know you still want to. It pays to be single. When you are single, you do whatever. Why do you want to marry? Then is when you are married, you now decide that, oh, I need to torture this woman. What did the woman do to you that you need to punish her so much? And the men are not seeing it like they are punishing the woman, because same women will come out and be saying stupid things. Yeah, and the men are polygamous in nature. Which men? Men are not polygamous in nature. Women are polygamous in nature, because there are more prostitutes than men prostitute. Female prostitute plenty. Do you know how many men they sleep with in a day? So no man is polygamous in nature to me. Women are, everybody is polygamous in nature. But women, the same women that people are, coming up for, that you are treating this woman bad, that same woman will come out again and say, no, let's just leave him. He's polygamous in nature. I'll just buy condom for him. So it's
It's
just so
hypocrisy.
tiring.
Yeah. It's
It's just,
hypocrisy.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Alima. I really appreciate your contribution. You are a no-nonsense woman. I can tell from even the way you are speaking. You are irritated with everything that woman is saying. So I was telling you guys the story of Blessing. I'll come to you in a minute. The story of the woman that wrecked her husband financially because he was cheating. They started together. Yeah, I'm not saying she did the right thing. I'm just trying to give you examples of how dangerous it is for you to be moving anyhow and you think it's okay because your wife is watching you. They say now what is a sweet smile and they buy man. She'll just be quiet and you think, oh, she's a good wife. You will come home, she'll welcome you, she'll cook for you, you will eat, you will sleep. Oh my liar. Some men, they better along. You should fear God, though. And at least even if you don't fear God, you don't fear man, fear for your own life. This woman said, we started together, now money is coming. You want to start carrying girls up and down, before you know, they'll start bringing children for me. That you've given somebody, your family will now say, they'll bring Yawo one day and one holding, they will now be holding one oshi meeting. And be talking all that kind of jargons. She said, this money, I knew how it started. I'm going to see the end of it. I don't know what she did though, but you know what they say? Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And if a woman really wants to deal with you, brothers, they will get to Ijebu. They will go anywhere. Be careful. Be very careful. I'm warning you guys, though, because the advice that auntie is giving, a lot of you are jumping and happy. It's not good advice. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not for women's sake, it's for your own sake. Because I care about you. She did some diabolical things and the man's business is collapsed, everything. And you know when there's no money, all the girls start running away. All the money you used to give them, there's no money anymore. He said, okay. Now he's sitting at home. Yes. Do you know that the woman is happy that she wrecked everything? That is how far some women that don't have the fear of God will go to when they feel scorned. So be careful. There are so many examples out there. Don't rejoice because somebody is telling you, ṣé kò ní bóbìnrin sùn ni? Ara condom fún. Kíní kan. Those women are dangerous. They are. You know, You know, they say behind every successful man, there's a woman. It can be your mother, it can be your wife, but there's always a woman behind every success stories. Be careful. Hmm. Okay, blessing. Let's bring this home. Welcome. I'm going to end now. I said I'll do only 1 hour. Mhm.
Hi, NTB.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm all right.
Ah, I'm tired of this. These are our aunties. It's just it's getting out of
What's
hand.
It's getting worse and worse.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse. Oh my God. And I strongly believe that women are the problem. Men have their own blame when it comes to cheating, but women are the problem. Why do I say that? Because women enable this behavior. How can a woman buy a condom? A married woman buy a condom for her husband?
Yeah, she said
I
her
can
friend did it. Mhm.
I
She's even
can't
using it
I
to
can't
brag. Do you know the way she said it? She said it in a way to encourage other women to do it. Like it's
ah
normal.
this is all messed up. These people are messed up mentally. One thing I want to add is that my own story, I was cheated on and I canceled the marriage immediately I found out with 4 children. I was okay to suffer as a single mom rather than being in that marriage, having in my brain, having it in my mindset that I've been cheated on. I can't. I don't know how some women do it. I just don't know how you expect to live with a man and you knowing that this man has gone outside and sleep with another man and it's okay with you. How is it okay with you? How is that okay? This behavior in Nigeria has been reinforced for a very long time.
Absolutely.
This behavior has been maintained for a very long time, and women are the ones maintaining it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take a long time to change it.
Yeah,
But
right.
I strongly believe that this new generation will change things. It's going to take time, but we're gradually getting there. If there is no consequence for any behavior, there won't be any change. In order to decrease a behavior, we must implement a punishment procedure. We have to, as women, and say enough is enough. This is BS. It's unacceptable. I don't see how women can be condoning this kind of rubbish. And they say they want to stay married. Who marriage help?
Mm-hmm.
Auntie B,
Blessing.
I don't know what else to say.
You're
I'm
obsessed.
just I,
This has triggered something in you, right?
it
Yeah, I can
it did.
imagine.
It
I
did.
know. I know because you've been there and you know how cheating made you feel in your marriage. That's why.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm telling you that I literally saw my sister. Her husband didn't wasn't physical abuse. He was cheating. It's cheating. Like chronic cheating. He would sleep with anything and everything. And
Hi.
she was just I was young. I didn't understand, what I know now. If I knew it then, maybe I would have been able to help her.
I
She
know.
was just wasting away every day. She was losing
Hi.
herself every day. She at a point she would
Hi.
fight, fight, fight. When she couldn't fight anymore, she would cry. She became depressed. You don't know the consequences of these
I
things,
know.
but there are consequences. So that's
Hmm.
why when these aunties the other week, as Uzo is saying, Mama J was saying, yeah, they are mothers. You have to nurse them out of that thing. If they are cheating, you nurse them out of the cheating. You have to pray for them. And then Toto is saying today now, buy condom for your
Ah,
husband. Buy
ridiculous.
condom for your husband. And some men think it's good advice.
Yeah, they think it's okay.
They think these women, you think they're helping you. That's why you see on social media, whenever there's a paternity case where they say the woman, gave birth to children and they find out they don't belong. Some social media, all these Gen Z and millennials people, they will be rejoicing. They will be dancing in the comment section. Shebi, you think you are wise.
Hmm.
That's why they don't have empathy for. There's a judge in Nigeria that had 3 children. All the 3 children did not belong to him. I
You
covered
see?
the story here on this platform. 3 whole children. None of them when they did DNA. There are some adults in Nigeria in our own age bracket now that if they will do their DNA, they will find out that their father is not their father.
I know. I
Oh
won't be
yeah.
surprised.
Oh yeah. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people are just bastards, are just claiming people that they are not related to by blood. So it's because all these sort of behaviors that
Yeah.
we've encouraged, we've tolerated them,
For
we
a very long
normalized
time.
it. So if you speak
Yes.
against it now, it's like you are the one that you are not being realistic. It's
Yep.
almost as if you are holding a Nigerian man to standard of his marriage for him to be accountable and for him to be faithful, that you're asking for too much. That how can you be expecting him to be faithful? It's like it's normal for him, for them. They will even tell you that I'm married, so it doesn't matter. What does that mean? My wife is okay. Did my wife complain? Did you not see the picture of what was his name? The Cubana guy, the fat guy.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. I
Did you
saw
not see
it.
the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Is he
A
not
married
married?
man.
When
Yep.
the thing was out there, and there was news that the is it Kenya the girl came from to sleep with him in Nigeria, and the girl said she was pregnant. The wife was dancing and bugaing, she's doing millionaire's wife. They can't bump pikin now, eh? I can't turn to MKO. MKO
Yep.
wife. I look at the ear. I say, this ear.
Yeah.
Kubana,
The baby
Kubana.
looked just like him.
The
Yep.
baby is. I say, this is what MKO's wife used to look at.
There's
This
no
one
need
is
for
Kubana.
DNA
Oh.
tests.
No need for
Mm-hmm.
DNA. This one is carbon copy of Kubana. Kilo, what is
Yes.
this? And you know the thing, all these girls that they sleep with, these girls are sleeping with multiple men.
Mm.
Multiple men. Majority of them will not even use protection. They are sleeping with multiple men because, again, because there's a lot of desperation now where things are so expensive in Nigeria, there's no money. Some of these girls, have you not seen the rate at which they are being deleted, ritual killing everywhere?
Yes, so yep.
Hook up and runs is on the high. And you will carry your
Yep.
two left leg from the abroad. You go to Nigeria and all you think about is how you will be sleeping around with those same girls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Auntie B, you remember how I told you I found out that my ex-husband cheated? The retarded human being paid the lady more money to sleep with her without protection.
Hey,
So how did I find out? I had to call the lady, the woman that he cheated on with. She told me that he offered to pay her, I don't remember the exact amount, but he offered to pay her more money without protection. And the girl refused. So how can a woman that have dignity, if you have self-respect and you have self-love, you find out that your husband cheated, what are you doing in that marriage, for crying out loud? What exactly do you want to continue doing in that marriage? If you have daughters, if you have sons, what example are you setting for them? That you stayed in the marriage where your husband cheated on you. These aunties in Nigeria should make it make sense, because they're not making sense.
yeah, no, they say you will sleep around, so they will tell you to endure it, babe. There's nothing out there. And you know the thing, yeah, if they were making all these videos and talking all these things, and they also, in the same way, make videos and say, man, respect your marital vows. If you
Yes.
marry, it means that you are committed. Marriage is commitment. Face your family. What are you looking for? No, they will never condemn bad behavior. They will never condemn cheating.
Mm-mm.
They will never anything a man does will never be condemned by all these aunties. But they
And
will
that's
come
where it
and tell you,
continues.
wife, babe, you should be praying for him. You should not sin with your breast. If he comes home and give you herpes and HIV and whatever AIDS that he carried to give you,
God forbid.
you
God
will
forbid.
you will buy and you will remain a Mrs. According to Dr. Mrs. Loss. At least I'm still a Mrs.
Mrs. like it's a ticket to heaven.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you, Auntie
it's
B. Thank you for
crazy.
everything you
Thank you,
do.
blessing, my
Thank
love.
you.
Nice to see
All
you
right.
again.
Take
I
care.
appreciate you. Oh yeah. So it's not everybody that has the grace. Nah. Some people don't have the grace. Some, whatever you say, they will tell you, "Wait, I'm sitting with my children. I'm taking care of my children." I mean, nobody is judging anybody. Whatever grace God has given you, I don't know where you are in terms of your grace cup. Some people, their own is very full. Some people, their own is a small cup. Some people have a massive cup. You know this cup that I used to drink my tea. Mhm. Some people don't have any cup at all. Their own is zero. So like blessing now. Nah, nah. So, but I just want to tell brothers tonight, like if you didn't know before, please, now you know. Bumi, you want to jump in? Oh yeah, quick, quick, quick. I'm leaving now. It's not acceptable. It's not. And any woman that's advising you like this, she's probably doing the same thing. She's doing the same thing. She's just so at the end of the day, a lot of these marriages, you will go, you think you've gone to meet your side chick, right? She too, she's going to meet her side D. And we'll come home, everybody will be deceiving everybody. We'll be laughing and smiling. But it's bad, it's worse for you because you're gonna end up with children that are not biologically yours. I feel sorry for you, brothers. Because they say a woman ain't get belly, now ain't no one give am belly. But you fit just knock once now. You know your husband house today. Then they ask married woman say who give you belly. Ah, so continue. Pumi, hello darling. Unmute yourself quickly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was speaking. I'm sorry to come out at the end. Obodo fam, how are you, Auntie B? Thank you for as usual, for being the queen, for doing what you do, for
Thank you.
being a rebel in a good way, good rebel.
Oh yeah,
We're
that's
your
me. It's in my
compliment.
DNA. I know. I
We
can't.
did. We follow you. We did good.
I
I
know.
just remember something when you're talking of all these aunties. My unfortunately, my mom falls into that category, and I don't want to even talk about just my people that unfortunately are enduring this kind of abuse. It's people that are probably maybe engaged or that are dating, and they notice that they are seeing this kind of symptoms, but because the man has already said our wife, because my sister is dealing with this. That's why I wanted to call in and share a personal story. My sister is dealing with this, so my mom is my sister doesn't want to go forward with the engagement with her current partner or boyfriend, whatever. But my father has already said uh he doesn't also he doesn't buy into the engagement. He has moved his hand from it. But then the guy has my mom mumu button, and my mom has been pressuring unbeknownst to, because in our mind we have already dead the situation, that come out, there's no need to continue, especially since you don't want it, and you have stated facts that we have also seen that it will not, if he's doing this if you're feeling this way right now, if you are seeing all this right now, talk less of when you are not in the marriage, right? You know that my mom is saying that you have spent 2 years, ordinary 2 years. Hey, and to be when my mom when my sister told me this over the weekend, my head was on fire. That she has spent 2 years, that she should just go, that she's almost 30. I said, hey,
Are
imagine.
they are they married?
No, they're an engagement, Auntie B.
So she's not married to him yet.
No.
And what is the guy doing? Is he cheating?
My sister refused to tell me. Maybe as she tells me that I go off somebody. I don't know.
So they're
But
already
she,
having issues.
yes. But my point I was trying to make is that my mom, our mom too, because she's my sister, is advising my sister to continue, even though the person in the situation doesn't want to continue. Or did they just 2 years that they started dating and then they engaged? My mom is like, she's almost 30. My sister is 20, is going to be 28 next year. Ah, Auntie B, I'm fuming. You need to see me on Sunday, on Saturday, when my sister sent me that voice. I was fuming. I called her immediately. I was like, I don't know whether I make I para, make I just I was so angry. I just said, okay, I forget mommy. Mommy does not know any better. And then I explain, because she's there, she's facing it firsthand, so I can empathize that even though I'm fuming, I have to handle it from an outsider, even though she's my sister, because I'm not in that society. So I tell her that, see mommy where they talk, or see the relationship where she the mother give us. She to a marriage, not beside the more camel, but my popsy no day there. He get second wife, but she still stay. So you are not taking you are not doing anything wrong from not taking advice from her. You understand?
You know what
Auntie
made me
B.
laugh? When you said your mom said she's almost 30 and your sister is 28. So I'm
Auntie
like,
B.
28 to 30 is
Auntie
2
B.
years. So how your mom said she's almost 30? And who says that?
Now
eh,
2 years, now 3 years divide all of us. So
does she know?
what
Does your
is
mom
all this?
know what will happen tomorrow? She knows what will happen tomorrow.
Auntie
Let's
B,
not even talk about two
is
years.
this
Let's
kind
just
that
say
they'll be like, you are already there, just no neighbor, sit down, just sit down. You don't just be praying. As she's praying, and again she has made her choice, no problem. Like I can't, like one of the callers said, like she was like, I was one of the children telling my mom that let's leave this place. She said, no, no, no. She has made her choice. I can't be fighting her. Like I'm at this point, I'm at peace with her choice. But you're not going to inflate that kind of decision or make that kind of decision for your daughter. Like seriously. So I was really angry. So I called my brothers, well, my younger brother, my immediate younger, and I spoke to him because we're just three. My brother. So we are, Auntie B, as we are detectives now. We are starting looking for how we can remove my sister from that situation. Like
how
for
can you remove her if she's not ready to remove herself? What can you do? You
no,
can't
because
remove somebody.
Auntie, she has told the guy, but the guy is still like, he's not listening. And my sister is still handling it like, I've told. I said, you have told what? Is that how you talk? Talk. Is it by force? I mean, you have done love covenant.
The first thing she needs to do is to start by opening up. All these pretenses and hiding. That is where the wahala is. They are not even married. What's she hiding? So you need to ask her, sister to sister, what's up, girl? I need to know what's going on. Open up to me. Don't be judgmental, okay? You need to
No,
speak with empathy and say, okay, I understand that you're facing pressure from mom. She wants you to get married. 30 is just a number. It's okay. It's okay for you to marry at 35
Auntie B.
and marry the perfect person than marry at 29 and marry a Mongo Park. It's better for you to marry at 40 and marry the right person than marry a Mongo Park is not. Oh, Jesus.
Auntie B, she has told me some things. I don't even want to ask. But if you are not sure of the situation, why are we going to keep enforcing you
Tell
to
her to
um,
follow her instincts. Your
exactly,
instincts are always right. She will know.
exactly.
Tell her to just
Right.
follow her instincts so that
So,
it doesn't seem as if you're telling her what to do. Let her follow her instincts. Instincts, ooh, they
but
don't lead.
Auntie B, in that environment where she's in Nigeria, surrounded by someone like my mom and her sisters and all that, with that pressure, that's what I fear. That
You,
was my point of entering the studio. That
you
people
can
like
you can help her to diffuse that pressure from your mom.
that
Also have a chat with your mom to stop pressuring
Auntie
her.
B have, how many child I've had.
It's not easy. Oh.
And to be,
It's not easy. I get
if I start talking, I can't talk to my mom a certain way because I don't want to disrespect her. But you know how many chats I've had? I've had chat, even my husband. I've had a chat. Ibada is rich. My husband has talked to my husband that this girl don't want to do. Why are you people forcing her?
Start
But
sending her our videos. Send her videos. Send her
I'm
money for
giving.
data to watch.
I cut, I clip, I cut, I send, I cut, I send. You know
Yeah.
how many times I just pray, But I just wanted to come and use real time situation.
Yeah, I
And
understand. At the end of the day, yeah, you are a big sister, so you do what you gotta do. But
yeah,
everybody is responsible for their own decisions. So if she
yeah.
decides to go ahead, well,
Uh,
there's
yeah,
nothing you can. She will live with whatever decision she makes. So
yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it,
yeah.
unfortunately. Okay, wishing you the very best, my darling Bumi Amara. Okay, Shali, you're in the studio.
Hi, Auntie B.
Hello, sweetheart. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I think I something that came up was that I heard was the buying condoms for your husband.
Yes, that's what one auntie told women to do. She said her
So,
friend does it.
oh, great, good for her. That's amazing. She should be a pharmacist. on top of everything. Just
That's
go and
another angle.
just become a pharmacist on top of everything. But
Yeah.
I remember speaking to my friend about it, and she was saying that you can't tell me that women who can endure cheating don't have a bit of mental illness throughout their life.
Mm-hmm.
Like for you to see something that's wrong and you have now in your head accepted it as right.
Yeah.
Like the sky is blue, but someone is telling you it's purple or yellow and you've accepted it. And everybody's looking at this blue sky, but you have chosen to see yellow every day. Like you, that's a form of a bit of mental illness going
Mental
on.
disorder. Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely. And I feel like they do it to feel some sort of control because
Mm-hmm.
clearly they can't control their husbands. So to feel like, yes, I have some control of this situation, let me buy him condoms. He doesn't respect you, is why he's cheating. So I don't understand why you think he's going to use the condoms that you bought him.
No, he said, according to the story that that auntie is telling us, she said that the man was furious. So when he got to Nigeria, he called her and said, "Ah, yeah, yeah. Can you see what your friend did? Imagine your friend bought me a pack of condoms to come to Nigeria. Yeah, what's she trying to insinuate? I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to get upset and buy my own condoms."
It's sounding like all of them have mental illness. All of them have something going wrong.
He's angry. He wants to buy his own. He doesn't want to use the one.
He's not going to. He's not even using it. He's just saying it to play. He's not going to use it. She has
Most
better
of them
blood.
don't. Let me just tell
They're
you
not
this.
going to use it. If he has no
Nigerian men
self
of a certain
control,
generation don't use condom.
they
They
don't.
don't.
She has more of a chance of calling all the girls he's messing with and asking them because they're more
Because
likely to use the condoms than he is.
when you are a man of a certain age, especially men above, 45, 50, your erection is not even strong. You know that. You are struggling with the erection. So why are you gonna put condom? I beg, no let us talk, Jare. Mm. Let's
That's
just
all
be
I wanted to
friends
say,
tonight.
anyways.
So which condom? Where are you putting condom? Did not put condom. Not putting any condom. Shyly, he doesn't. He's just telling the auntie so that she will know that at least that this is what the
He wants
friends.
to be so he's
Yes,
showing he's in control again after
yes,
she's trying to show. So they're both battling for control of his PP. Oh
yeah.
God.
You're not using any condom. You know that your erection, your PP is weak at the most. Where are you gonna put? You saw this young boy say, "Hey, you at your age, you know." Ẹ má jà tú àṣírí ara wa o. Mm. You know, pé it's a struggle. That's why you are trying, pé, okay, maybe if I see a younger one, she will ginger me. Which condom? You not using any bloody condom. How many of you saw that video of the man that said that he stepped out to cheat and the first time he cheated on his wife, he got HIV? Did you see that video? People are saying Auntie B has broken the table, has scattered the table. It's true. It's true. Well, our age now, we can talk. There are some things that we can talk about. Yeah, we are dealing with menopause. You are dealing with erectile weakness or whatever it is called. It's okay. It's okay. It's part of the aging. We are all aging gracefully by the grace of God, but we know. So when you go to Nigeria and start to do, because the Nigerian girls will see you, all those small girls will see you, and they think you have money. They don't know how long you save to work that money to come to Nigeria. Mm? They will be saying, uncle, 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 because of the money you want to give them. Don't do as if you don't know what you are dealing with. So don't do that. We're all in that age group now. Yeah, I'm in that group too of a woman. I'm 52 years old. So yeah, menopause. So once you are in that age too, you know as a man that your PP is doing like this. They have to before you have to. Okay, let me go. I'm looking for trouble this evening. Let me go. So, brotherhood, ẹ ṣọ́ ara yín o. You know, you know. That's why you drink all the agbojedi. You drink some of you want to destroy your kidney with agbojedi. All sorts of agbo you drink. They will bring this one, you will drink. Because you know that Olympus has fallen. But it's a lot of work now. It's aging. Don't go and kill yourself. It's part of the aging process. When you get to a certain age, you know, when you were in your 20s, in your 30s, you can knock non-stop. You are very, very strong, Bola. But now, at your age, it's normal. So don't go and wound yourself. eh? Murphy, you have I'm 52. Yeah, I'm embracing my age. So you think at my age now, I will now come and be doing like a 25-year-old young girl, Me too, I'll come and follow them and be whining waist and be doing. Thank you very much. I'm not doing that. I respect my age. When I look at my children, I'll say, just was she, who was she? And I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is that everybody should respect themselves. Just respect yourself. Respect yourself. Stop drinking all those agbo, all those things you are drinking. You don't know what they put inside, though. Uncle Beno, if they bring it from you from Ondo, don't go and spoil your kidney with agbo because you want to last for 1 hour. If you last for 1 minute, 3 minutes is okay. It's not a competition. It's not a contest. Mark Barayi. You see, that's your waist. If you break it, there's a certain age you get to when your bones will not heal the same way. So if you go and the thing make crack, if you just hear crack, yeah, bye. Your own don't finish. Oh, Jesus. So if you like, we're going to Nigeria and be looking for condom. Which condom? You know you don't need. You are not gonna, because by the time you open the condom where you want to put it, by the time you even pull it in the tip like this, the thing will collapse. So which condom? You know you are not using condom. You are not using condom. That's why you want the woman. You lie down and say, "Baby, come, like that." One mommy that was lying down, and the girl was riding him and was recording himself the other day, and then he sent it and posted it on his WhatsApp status. Oh, Kuni. Oh, my brothers, I love you guys. I respect you yourself. Okay. Thank you guys. Give us a thumbs up. At least I made you laugh. If you didn't enjoy the show, you laughed. Don't listen to all those auntie. Don't listen to them. I'm telling you guys. They don't like you guys. They don't like you. They want your wife to come and give you bastard child though. Don't listen, no. Any woman that loves you will be jealous. Okay? They're not gonna buy condom for you to go to Nigeria and go and be knocking at your old age. All right, guys. I'm back on Thursday. We're going to be talking about, somebody said we've not said something about PDD. So, yeah, let's talk about PDD. What is it with, you see, this Kerewa matter? 911 still talk on Thursday. What is it? They said that they saw how many 1,000 baby oil. What is PDD doing with baby oil? Johnson baby oil. How many of you have been seeing all the memes about baby oil everywhere? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're going to talk about PDD on Thursday and the baby oil scenario. Thank you very much, everybody. Is it tomorrow? I might move it though. Anyway, it might be tomorrow, it might be Thursday. I'm not sure yet, depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow. But we'll see. Thank you very much, everybody. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Once you say I do, just do. Because you say, forsaking all others. Don't go to Nigeria and be doing nonsense. It's not acceptable. Don't allow women to frustrate your destiny. You worked hard to get to where you are. Hair has no fury like a woman's scorned. I told you the story of a woman that literally wrecked her husband because she knows she can't leave the marriage and she cannot stand the man moving anyhow. So she decided that, okay, we are going to be poor. How long? It's not our portion, no. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good evening and I will see you in my next one. Tomorrow or Thursday, I'm not sure, but just look out. Keep your notification on. Yeah? All right, guys. Bye. Love you guys.